Here we go.
Yes, sir. The boys are back in town.
Rap Sports News.
RSN Podcast. Yes, sir.
What's up? What's up? You know, things getting weird out here.
Oh, man. It still feel like it don't stop.
Every week. And we're here to report it.
Yes, sir.
But let's get straight into some stuff, man. This was a real hot week, man. We had some new music come out this week. And I like what I heard.
Yeah, man.
We had Jessie Reyez drop her album Yessie. That was dope. She had 11 songs on it. I wish it was a little bit longer, but every single song on it hit.
Dang, what's your so? Would it be fair to ask, if I can't ask, what's your favorite? What's your like top 2 or 3?
My favorite song on it was a song she made called Only One. I think that's her second single off of it. Okay. I like her song Mutual Friends. I have to look at the track list because I don't remember the name of it. But like every song I heard on it was hot.
Oh.
And I was happy, bro. I'd be so happy when like a female that can actually like make songs drops. Yeah. Because they come so far in between.
Yeah, man. It's always good to hear. You know, a lot of times a lot of guys get a lot of the play, but I feel like when you find a dope new artist or a dope female artist that has some hits, got some good tracks, got some vibe music, you know, mix it up, whatever. Like it's refreshing to me.
All right. So moving to the next one, Nav dropped Demons Protected by Angels. See, the thing about Nav, I only know like little songs that he's done in the past, like a few years ago, but this is my first time I listened to a full project by him.
I never listened to a full project.
I'm blown away by it.
I never listened to a full project by him.
Right.
Like this one. What's your biggest takeaway from it?
My biggest thing, that he's a dope artist, really. He's kind of like trap soul. He's up there with kind of like Bryson Tiller.
Okay.
Those two sound real similar.
Hey man, if y'all watching out there, let us know. Y'all want to hear. I want to hear the feedback from the people on like what they think about these albums too, because you know, like a lot of times when new artists are coming up or artists that's been around that like may not have hit as hard as they could have, whatnot. Like the people make the artists. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. I think he's gonna have a lot of new fans once the mainstream catches on to him.
Word.
But I'm glad he's making his runs. And Fabolous dropped a new freestyle.
Yeah, Fab never disappoint though, man. He never disappoint. Like I feel like he never disappoint with the bars, with the slick talk, with the, you know what I'm saying. He's like Jada. Like that's why they made the album together. They both been consistent forever.
Yeah, my favorite line off of that was the one where he's like, it's not the hole in your back that makes the hole in your life. It's when you turn around and see who's holding the knife.
Yeah. That was slick. I was like, when I heard that, I was driving when I was listening to it. I was driving. I was like, ooh.
Yeah. So I was definitely happy to hear something from Fab. Like he's been dropping music that's been fire since like the early 2000s.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Fab and the family.
Yeah, so we had a breakup this week. NLE Chopper broke up with his girl on the internet. She was on there crying. She said that she thought that this was going to be someone she would marry. We didn't care about that part. But the thing, he came back and he talked about it. He was like, look, basically, you know, because she's 27, he's 19. He's saying he don't see himself just being with one woman. You know, the kid's a millionaire. He hasn't even reached his 20s yet. And he said he wants to be in a polygamous relationship. So I guess that didn't work out for her well.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's like this. She can't expect a 19-year-old to be, you know what I'm saying, committed. You know what I mean? Like, not saying that there's none out there that won't be, but it's just like with his situation being who he is, what 19-year-old wouldn't want to go wild, go crazy, you know what I'm saying?
Right, with all the access he has, you know, one of the richest people in his damn city, so why is he not going to wild out, especially at 19?
Exactly, that's unreasonable expectations.
Right. It's just interesting, especially with the age gap. All right, we had This one's funny. The Blueface knocked out Krishan's dad.
Oh.
I don't know what the argument was about. I don't think they posted about that, or I didn't get that detailed into it. But yeah, her dad and Blueface got into a fight, and then he posted later, "I'm her daddy now."
Get up, Craig. Come on, Craig. Nah, that's crazy because it's like this, man. It's like I don't know how she feel about it. It's like that's a messy situation.
Right, but you want to know what's funny about it too? She's gotten a fight with his mom before.
They just raunchy. They just come on. See, I didn't know that. Well, yeah. How do you go to the family reunion after that?
After everybody beat up. See, I have a really unpopular opinion about this. Right? I think that nowadays in certain relationships, I think most people should just be with each other and not introduce themselves to the family until it's like marriage time. I think you should just be apart until it's that time.
Yeah, I mean,
because like I'm starting to learn that like people got these really old views that just people today don't think like that, so it causes that friction.
Yeah, for sure. I think also it's like this. You gotta, in general, be careful who you bring people around and all that. But I feel like you said, until it's serious or unless it's somebody like close to you, real close to you, and you like, hey, I want to introduce you. You know what I'm saying? Like a friend, a good counsel, someone like a mentor or something like that. Somebody who you trust their opinion, or if you feel like you want their opinion. But other than that, you gotta keep it to yourself, man. You bringing different energies together that may not need to be there at the same time.
Yeah, so I think people should protect their relationships.
Yeah.
But yeah, moving on. All right, we had a fight go on between August Alsina and Tory Lanez. So from what I'm hearing, I think they were at the same show together, right?
Mm.
I think Tory Lanez tried to say what's up to August, and he ignored him. So I think after the show, he came up to him and tried to be like, what's up, what's going on? And then August was like, yo, why did you put my business on the internet? Speaking about when he was with Jada and Tory Lanez had a freestyle where he said, I want to hit Jada too, but I won't tell like August. And it stemmed from that.
Oh, man.
So I think August, when I said something to him, and then allegedly Tory Lanez punched him. But Tory Lanez also had 8 bodyguards with him, so I don't think he fought him by himself.
Yeah, man. It's, at this, I feel like this. People who got a problem with each other, don't have no animosity and this and that. Just call them up. Yo, let's throw on the gloves. Let's get it going. You know what I'm saying? It's hey, let's go in the backyard and let's get to it if you really mean it. Because a lot of celebrities and people just in general, man, everybody be capping. Everybody be, want to be Mr. Tough Guy when the camera's on or people around or they got the bodyguards or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's if you really mean that, man, put the gloves on and get it over with.
Right. I agree. All right. And Kanye is saying bye to the Gap after them being together for, I think, about 2 years now. I think it's about 2 years, maybe 3.
Yeah, he chucked the deuces on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, go ahead.
No, I was just saying that, well, from what I saw, it seemed like a business deal gone wrong. I know. From what I saw, what they reported, he had some things in his contracts and his agreements and whatnot that they didn't uphold on their side, or they took some of his ideas and pushed it for their own, for their own thing. And it was just I feel like Ye as a creative and as a businessman, he has a good point. You know what I'm saying? He has a good point, and I respect the fact that he stands behind what he believes is right.
Yeah, for sure. He's definitely gonna do what he feels. We all know that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but good luck to him. I think obviously Kanye will be fine. He's a billionaire. I don't know about the Gap, but we'll see what happens with them in the future.
Yeah.
All right. So Pastor Bling is back in the news. Oh man,
Pastor Bling. Good night.
So last time we heard about him, there were some guys that ran up in the church and took what they said was $1 million worth of jewelry. This time there were some women in the church that were heckling him and allegedly ended up choking one of them. Is that what happened?
Yeah, I saw the video. What I could see of it. Yeah, she she came up. She was like mouthing off, saying I don't know what she was saying, what she was talking about, but yeah, he grabbed her and grabbed her. I saw him grab her by the neck, and all you hear is a bunch of screaming and I'm gonna press charges, something like that. And he was like, press all the charges you want, blah blah. And it was just like, come on, man. First of all, one, you a pastor. Oh, and then he said what she say? She invaded his space, or he was basically he's protecting himself. But clearly he went after her. You know what I'm saying? Like, she never touched him. She never grabbed him, anything like that. Like, he just went after her and grabbed her by the neck. And that was completely uncalled for. It makes me question. Already I was questioning his character because I thought maybe that whole robbery thing might have been set up. But now it really makes me question him because I feel like he exposed himself.
Right. It's just I don't find it out of character for him to be so dramatic. From what I've grown up seeing, I've seen a lot of dramatic church people.
Yeah.
Maybe not level, but he's like an evolved form of what I've seen.
Yeah, he comes off like honestly, man, call a spade a spade. I feel like he a fraud. I feel like he is straight up fraud. And he can't be trusted. I couldn't, I couldn't be a member of his church. And then one, the whole robbery thing, but then two, to see him choke this lady, like, where's her husband, or where's, I'm waiting to see episode 3. Like the retaliation. What happens next?
It's just, yeah. And, he got a congregation that he got to think about keeping safe, so he's definitely doing too much.
Yeah, I didn't think about that neither. I didn't think about that part. Yeah, he's putting that congregation under some serious fire right there.
All right. But like I said, that's pastor offering for you. All right. So I forgot what country this was. It was out of the country, but there was a woman that had to rob the bank for her own money.
Oh man, that video was crazy. I feel like it was a movie. It looked like he watching a movie on Netflix. Like, this chick come in there with some associates, they said, some other guys, and they come in there with the gun, like holding up the bank, not to rob the bank for their money, to get her own money because the government stopped letting them take out their money out the ATM, and she was doing it for a sister or some relative that needed money for cancer treatment. And it's like, it was definitely understandable, it was commendable, and it was heroic in a sense, right? But what I hope doesn't happen is civil unrest, because this could spawn something even bigger. And what I mean by this is people will do what they got to do when they got to do it. You know what I'm saying? And you take away people's livelihood to live, to pay their bills, to eat. You're not letting them get their money. They gonna do what she did. People thought about. I'm sure everybody thought about this. You know what I'm saying? In that country, or who couldn't get to their funds, but they just ain't had the guts to do it, and she did. You know what I'm saying? And after seeing her do it, I think everybody else going to be like, yo, I'm about to come up with something to get my stuff too. So, and the reason I say that is, usually things that happen overseas kind of trickle over here eventually.
Right. So you want to hear something interesting about that?
Uh-huh.
So recently, Chase Bank has made a new rule.
Oh,
you can't pull out more than $5,000 at a time, and you can only do it twice a month.
Oh man, I got Chase.
and they're about to start charging you for putting large amounts of cash inside the bank.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's I don't like that. I feel like maybe it's time to start using smaller banks. I don't know.
Yeah. So things are definitely changing. It's getting a little crazy out here.
Yeah.
And I think that ultimately they kind of want us to stop using cash. I think they want to like kind of see what everybody's buying.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because in other countries, in China and different places, they've been going cashless society and moral payment, whatever it's called. Like all that stuff has been happening overseas. Like I said, it's been happening in China. I know for sure. Because I used to go to a place years ago, maybe even 5 years ago, where they stopped using cash and it was complete cashless. So I know that's where we're going for sure.
Yep. Well, we know somewhere that Tommy Lauren can't go, and that's the University of New Mexico.
Oh man, that was funny.
So this week she had to go over there to talk. She went there to talk to people at the school, and people mobbed up outside and tried to get her to go, and she ended up barricading inside of the school.
Yeah, man. They got her up out of here. They barricaded her, and then they got her out the back door or something like that. But from what they say, that they was trying to knock down the doors, and they was pushing police, and a couple shots went up in the air. I don't know if that's true or not. That's what was reported. I don't know if that really happened or not. But yeah, people are like, standing up for what they believe. They don't rock with you. They letting it be known.
Right. The woke mob definitely doesn't like her.
Nope.
It's crazy that happened to her though, because I feel like there's so many other people that deserve that more than her, because she's just a news anchor basically for Fox. But there's other people that do stuff that probably deserve to be chased out of town.
Yeah,
it's sad that it happened, and I'm glad that she did kind of say, hey, what about the people that are still in there and locked in there, and she was looking out for them. So she handled it very well, honestly.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, they told her to go home. Hell up out of here. Some other people that want to stay home. New York Times workers, 1,300 New York Times workers refused to return to the office. They said, hey, we want an 8% raise, 5% cost of living increase, and no mandatory returns to office before July 2023.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I feel like because they sticking together on it, you know what I'm saying, they can pull it off. If it was just, one department or like 20 people, 10 people, they like, all right, kick rocks, you're fired. But because it's 1,300 is power in numbers, strength in numbers. Hey.
Right. I think, if they stick together, it will probably have a chain effect on other companies where people will be like, oh, well, they did it worked over there, so let's do the same thing.
Yep, absolutely. Do you think that's for the better? Like if other companies, a lot of other people start doing it too?
It depends on what company they're at, because some of the New York Times honestly doesn't really affect us and our way of living.
Yeah.
But there are companies like the train stations where they're also boycotting right now that do affect us.
That's true.
So it just depends on the company.
So listen, if you work somewhere that got some goods that we need, I need y'all to chill out. But you out there selling papers, power to the people,
Telling the Amazon workers they can't band together, man.
No. Y'all gotta keep. Y'all gotta chill. We need them packages.
Right. Okay. Moving to sports. Brett Favre. Why Brett Favre? Brett Favre. Why, man?
Wearing green too.
Why, Brett? You're an American treasure, Brett.
Oh man.
All right, so Brett Favre got caught red-handed stealing money from the welfare system in Mississippi. He used it to make a soccer. What was it, like a soccer field for his daughter or something like that?
Yeah, it was some. It don't even matter. I don't care if he was making a spaceship. Listen, Brad, you got you got so much money, man. Why you stealing from the welfare people in Mississippi, of all places, too? Mississippi, come on, like, you should feel terrible about yourself. Like, how can you sleep at night? Like, you and you know what's crazy? I forgot who it was. Somebody, maybe Shannon Sharp, made a good point. They said, you know, they gave Terrell Owens so much trouble to get in the Hall of Fame, but if he would have did just a little bit of what Brett Favre did, like, they would have completely banned him for life from anything with the NFL. You know what I'm saying? But because it's Brett Favre, this was just like swept under the rug. I'm like, come on. Like, how does this not do anything to his legacy or his accomplishments? Like, what else did he do we don't know about when he was playing football?
Exactly. And I think they said he made like $100 million playing football. So
probably more than that.
The $5 million he stole, he has it.
Man, listen, it's no excuse at all. And like I said, you know, I hate just even talking about it, hearing it, because, you know, you grow up, you like, oh, Brett Favre, this and that, but he completely exposed himself on that one, man. I mean, like I said, how low is that? You know what I'm saying?
All right, definitely ashamed of that. All right, what else we got going on with sports?
Oh man, what else? We got Dennis Schroeder. Got traded over to the Lakers, so he's joining the backcourt. They got a pretty deep backcourt. Pause. They got Westbrook. They got Westbrook. Who was the guy they just got? Patrick Beverly, Westbrook, now Dennis Schroeder, and then one more guard. I forget who's the fourth guard. But so they got a pretty solid backcourt. I'm interested to see how all this plays out specifically for the Lakers. And then transitioning over to football. Buffalo Bills, my home team. Even though I don't live there no more, it's my home team. 2-0. They just won last night against the Tennessee Titans. I think it was 41-7. And unfortunately, man, them birds.
The Atlanta Falcons
lost.
They lost to the Rams. It was 27-31 in the final.
Yeah.
So yeah, in true Falcons fashion, they lost another game. 0-2, baby.
Oh,
0-2.
You know what they doing. You know what they doing. They just want to start off real slow, so the expectation is not so high. Then they're gonna come and just, you know.
Yeah. Right. They gonna blow ass like they always do, bro. New quarterback and all.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Honestly, though, I mean, I hope they do well. I hope they turn it around. I guess as far as Georgia football, you just got to look forward to the Dogs, man.
Pretty much.
UGA, they look good.
And also the Phoenix Suns owner.
Yes. Yeah, the Phoenix Suns owner, I forget his name, but he, I'm not even going to say his name. It ain't even worth it. He basically, he got banned a year or suspended from Phoenix Suns activities and fined $10 million because he was reported as it was an investigation. He's been using a lot of racial slurs and derogatory terms towards women and just his a lot of misconduct and things like that. And there's a lot of controversy around that because a lot of people feel like, you know, he got a little slap on the wrist and there should have been more punishment. And, you know, you could say, you know, you can agree or disagree. But I know, I guess the conversation should be, I think it's like, okay, you know, if $10 million in the 1 year is not enough, like what justifies it? Or is there something that justifies a good punishment? I don't know.
Right. That's the thing I was thinking. I don't know what you could do, especially since he's the owner. I'm not going to take the ownership away because he got all the money, but what could you do?
Yeah.
Or what would be a fit punishment? Did he even apologize at all or anything yet? Do you know?
Not that I know of. I didn't see anything about any apology or whatnot. But I think honestly, for years, man, I've been hearing rumors for many years, and not just NBA, but NFL, that's just the owner mentality. I'm not saying that's acceptable by no means, but that's like the owner's mentality. Like, you know, they kind of look at the players as like I've heard professionals say they look at players like they're slaves, like they're workers, like, you know what I'm saying? Like they're expendable, like, or I don't know if that's the right word, but they can just treat them however they want, and they just got to deal with it.
All right. That was extremely unfair on them, then. But yeah, anything else you want to add?
Oh man, everybody be safe out there. You know, tell someone you love them. Take life serious. Treat every day like it's your last. You know, just want to say appreciate everyone out there who subscribed, everyone out there who ever watched the video, everyone out there who ever supported or even looked at the channel. We appreciate you. We say thank you, and shoot us some comments, reach out to us on our social media or however you like to, and let us know how you like the content.
Yes, sir. I'm Canary Balance.
Slyce.